Hi, I'm Anne Marie with Mama Can Do It, and I am here to show you a few different ways to finish your serger tails so they don't become an unraveled mess in the middle of your project. Sorry, I dropped my needle. There's a few different ways to do this, and I'm going to show you 5. The first way is to weave your tail back into your stitching. So what you're going to do is grab a tapestry needle or a blunt large eye needle, and you want to thread the end of your thread tail into the eye of your needle. And then you just weave it back through your stitching. You want a blunt needle so you don't catch any of the fibers on your fabric, or else your thread tail won't go through. But you want to weave it back for about 1 inch. And then when you pull, that tail is secure under your stitching, and you can cut off the excess. If you're worried about it unraveling, then you could add a drop of fray check to the end to hold it in place. It's still quite stretchy, but your tail's not going to come out. Another way you could do it is to unweave the end of your tail. And you're basically going to take one needle thread and one looper in one hand, and then the other needle thread and the other looper in the other hand, and you're just going to tie a square knot. This one is a little more time consuming. But with it in a square knot, you know that it's not going to unravel. And you can add fray check to this one too if you'd like. I hardly ever use fray check because I can never find it when I need it. Another way you could do it is to just add fray check to the end of your fabric and then cut the thread off. I don't have any fray check, so I'm not going to show you that one, but that is another option for you. And that was 3. Another option is actually on the serger. I'll show you that one right now. So on this one, what you're going to do is you're going to tuck your thread tail in underneath your stitching as you're stitching. So you want to slowly make sure you get your fabric to the needles and just put 1 stitch or 2 stitches into your fabric. And then you raise your presser foot. You want to pull your thread tail to get all of this thread off of the stitch fingers and tuck it underneath. Then you lower your presser foot and you sew for about 1 inch, and then you can have your thread tail get cut off. And when you're done, it'll be tucked nicely under your stitching and it won't come unraveled. Now when you're finishing a seam, instead of starting, this is the last way I'm going to show you. You finish your seam, and when you get to the end, you might want to hand wind it. You get one stitch off of your project. Then you lift up your presser foot, pull your fabric out the back, flip it over. And make sure it's sitting right in front of your needles. Then you lower your presser foot, stitch about an inch, and come off this side. And this one you can just clip. You can add fray check if you'd like, but it's not going to come unraveled. So there you have 5 different ways to finish your serger seams. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.